You know, we right here. We just headed to hop on, chop it with individuals. See what's the talk of the town is going down the word on the curve. You heard me. Let me just set this up. Here in Southern California, it is a warm day, nice, beautiful day. I would say to be out and about, but at least if you're from the southern part of California, at least the Los Angeles area, yeah, it's pretty hectic out there, bro. It was pretty crazy earlier, so you know, you almost had a riot ready to happen. So if you're gonna be out there, at least just keep a through shot, be aware of your surroundings, because man, it be getting hectic. Yeah, because earlier it was already starting to pop off. I for sure thought people were gonna start rioting, like buildings burning and all kinds of shit. But luckily, at least everything seemed to be contained. But they sure fucked it up because it caused all kinds of traffic. Kinds of traffic. I was like, motherfuckers. I mean, stuck in traffic, and there's anything that I hate more is traffic. Can't stand it. What up, bro? How you been? I've been good. What's good with you, Dishful? I'm shopping at Target right now. That's right, my boy, Big Ballin. Ice raids. Yeah, Simone, they did the ice raids. So you had people already getting hectic. I was like, in serio? What up, Ese? What do you think about ice raiding in downtown LA? Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, it's scandalous. They're targeting, working families that are just trying to put food on the table. But what can we do now? I mean, if that's what they're going to do, that's what they're going to do. You know what I mean? I mean, ain't much that we can say or do about it. If that's what they're going to do, that's what they're going to do. I mean, I personally think it's bullshit, right? Like I said, I can understand when people are targeting, criminals and drug dealers and bad people, people that I can see why individuals would want them out of here, right? So I understand, right? But when it's like working that are just trying to feed their families, I'm just like, that to me is like, and I get it, right? Because it's against the law and you still got to follow the. I know, I understand that part, right? But I mean, they're not hurting nobody. I mean, they're just trying to make a living, though, You know what I'm saying? It's like, where's the human in you? Like, where's the humanity at, bro? Like, these people ain't bothering nobody. You know what I mean? But then I get it though, because they're gonna be like, well, it's still against the law. No, I understand, right? Right? But I'm just saying, like, well, you could be targeting, these motherfuckers, right? But I mean, no one's saying nothing about Trump's wife. I mean, she can't even speak English, bro. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? For someone that likes to push his narrative and how he even made English the language, when he signed that, English is now the language of the land, right? Like, well, yeah, well, what about your wife, my boy? She can't even speak English. Like, excuse me, right? She's from Russia, not Mexico. All right, so she gets a pass. Did you get the chance to check out the rapper? Oh, no, I didn't, bro. I scoped out Little Baby. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a freestyle to one of his beats. Which I'll probably do today. I'll probably on my last break. I'll probably do it on my last break. If I have time, I'll do it on my last break. Trump versus Musk. Yeah, that one is a goof show. you know, Musk is not really revealing anything. Like, his name's on Epstein's list. Like, yeah, I think everybody knew that already, bro. That's not a shock to nobody, bro. Maybe to him. Like, have you not seen all the pictures of them together, bro? This is nobody's surprised by this shit. He's like, I'm about to drop a bomb. Like, what? Bro, those pictures have been out about them two, together. And when I mean a lot of pictures, right? For so long, bro, that it's like, how is this a bomb, bro? Maybe to you when you seen it. So everybody already knew, bro. You like the last one. And guess what? These people don't give a fuck about that info, bro. They don't care. I get it. There was some scandalous shit going on, some shady shit, some despicable shit. Yeah, but these people, they don't care, bro. These people don't give a fuck, bro. They don't care. You know, and this is their kid, then they'll care. But until then, they don't care. Fucked up, scandalous, I know. But that's just the way they are, bro. Trump, they asked, there was a Trump rally, right? And they asked the supporters, this was one of the questions that they asked, you know, his supporters, Trump supporters. They asked him, if Trump was to commit a murder live on TV on Capitol Hill, would they still support him? Guess what they said, bro? Guess what they said? They said yes. They said yes, bro. All the ones that they were asking this question to, they all said yes, bro. Serio, way. And I'm just like, huh, wow. But if it would be anybody else, a Democrat or somebody else, bro, lock them up, throw away the key. But since it's their puppy, yeah, bro. And I'm just like, wow, the amount of ignorance that's going on, bro. And that's when I knew that, yeah, you're just not gonna be able to convince these people of anything, bro. These people are just, they're just fucked already. Like, ni pedo, way. You know, so it's like, why even stress on it, bro? Like, you're not gonna be able to tell these people anything, bro. You can show them all the proof in the world, but you're not gonna change their minds. That's just the way that it is already. That's how much dislike that they have for the other side, or how much they think that the other side is to blame for their lives being the way that it is. When in actual reality is because of people like their papi, that, you know, they live in such misery. ¿Qué onda, Shadow? Much love from the northern part of El Estado. I know you are not monetized. You're gonna cash app, so I can bless you. Hey, it's all gravy, bro. You don't got to. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate the support, carnal. You know, we're just here to chop it up, my boy. It's all gravy, but I do appreciate, you know, the offer. You know what I'm saying? Gracias. The baby hasn't been since 2021. He got canceled making anti-gay jokes. He got canceled for making anti-gay jokes? Yeah, my boy, serio? Like, what did he say? Like, he didn't like gay people or what? Oh, no, you said jokes, so that's not much of a joke, as it is opinion. What's cracking like you, Mr. Pastas de Felipe in la casa? Trump wife has an accent. Yeah, heavy one, though. She struggles to speak English, you know. Like, I mean, like, struggles. I would figure since she's married to Trump, she would speak more English, right? But, I mean, they probably don't talk as much to each other, if any. I mean, I do see when he's trying to hold her hand and she just smacks it out of the way. I'm just like, damn, Trump, what's going on, bro? She's like, I already told you can't hold my hand in public. That fool always tries and she always, you know, slaps it away. I'm just like, that's fucked up. That fool trying to be lovey. Or maybe it's because of the cameras, right? Like, oh, you only want to be, you know, nice when there's cameras around, huh? But when we're alone, you be talking shit to me. And I have to put up with it because how else am I going to be able to support my way of living? That double-edged sword? By the way, did you have a chance to look at the topic of Fat Joe saying, oh, no, bro, I haven't. As a human, we should always show mercy and forgiveness. Life is too short to hate and hold grudges. Yeah, but, you know, there's just some people that they need purpose in life, and if this is where they found their purpose, then this is just going to be their agenda, right? You know, a lot of people, because, you know, in actual reality, then people out there making an honest living is not affecting these individuals in any type of way, right? But since they got nothing else better to do, I mean, hey, some people, hey, they need purpose, my boy, and if this is where they find it, then good luck trying to talk them out of it, right? I'm ready for a What are your favorite songs of Little Baby? Which ones did you like? To look up the names again, right? Because I don't know the names off the top of my head. I know that there's one that I thought was pretty, like, out of all of them is probably the one that I thought was probably the dopest, right? But I forgot the name of that shit, though. Nah. I forgot what it was called. I would have to look it up again. The beat was a pretty dope beat though. I ain't gonna lie. As a matter of fact, that's where I'm grabbing the instrumental to do the freestyle too. What's cracking, lacking, Derek? What you getting yourself into, my boy? That's Shride Payday. Shit. Motivation. Does McDonald's give you free fries on Friday? You give hell no, bro. They ain't giving free nothing, bro. Shit, you won't even get free water. Nah, these folks ain't giving nothing away for free, bro. You swear? Shit. I'm surprised they don't charge you just to fucking order and eat there. If you want to place an order, we charge a fee for that. I shouldn't even play around like that because, you know, who knows? Maybe one day it will come down to that. The way shit is going and how fucking money hungry these bastards are. Trump gets a pass. That's got Trump. Hey, bro, he's Trump. He's Trump, bro. He can't do no wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been a few people that the only way that people will turn on Trump is if they already wasted, if they already had no one else to blame, right? And if shit doesn't start to get better, right, and people are now, you know, getting worse, then they'll realize like, hey, you know what? Fuck this vato, right? But until they start to feel it, meaning in their paychecks and in their like cost of living, they'll never turn on him, right? Until it starts to affect them, right? Then they'll be like, you know what? Because that's the only way people actually get to turn on individuals is that once the topic or whatever is related to them, right, or if starts affecting them, it's when they'll start to care now and actually, you know, pay attention, right? But until then, people won't give a fuck. No matter what evidence you bring in, what you say, they don't care for that. You know? Because people don't like to feel like they're wrong, bro. Nobody likes to feel like they're wrong. You know, everybody's fucking, you know, wants to feel like they know it all, right? So they don't want to feel like that they were not smart enough to see this individual's bullshit or his lies or believe that he tricked them or manipulated them or they were fooled. You know, they don't want to feel dumb, bro. So, you know, they're gonna ride their pigtails fall off. Right? They want to be able to think that they're intelligent enough to see the bullshit and see what's, you know? That's why you're just not going to be able to convince people, right? Because convincing them is by you telling them that technically they were wrong in how they seen stuff and that they weren't sharp enough like them to spot his bullshit, right? So, you know, they accepting that. I think what it comes down to is accepting their error is why they don't see the bullshit, right? It's not so much that they actually like Trump, it's just they don't want to admit that they're wrong. Like, you know, like, hey, I'm somebody who didn't believe the people that they were saying all this bullshit about Trump and this and that. Where I, you know, locked in on Trump, where I knew that this fool was full of shit, in my personal opinion, you can like the individual, it's cool, we can be home Batman, you know? It's just my opinion. Where I knew he was full of shit is the day that he hugged the flag when he went to give his, you know, his speech and he hugged the American flag. That's when I was like, oh, this fool's full of shit, bro. Just with that gesture in itself, bro, I already knew, all right, this was full of shit. You know what I mean? Like, this was trying too hard. Like, this was just putting up an act. You know, because there was no other reason of why to fucking hug the flag like the way he did, right? Like, how fucking awkward that was. Like, how stupid that was, right? And then the day when he said that the hurricane was that it hit Alabama or Florida or some shit like that, right? And that he was wrong, right? When the forecast, you know, report came out, right? And then he grabbed a Sharpie and he drew it with a Sharpie. Instead of admitting he was wrong, he drew it with the Sharpie. That's when I was like, wow, like, damn, bro, like, this fool cannot admit he can't take an L. He refuses to take any L, right? He never loses. He has never lost anything a day in his life, bro. That's why, you know, Biden has rigged the election. That's why, bro, name a time he took an L where he said that he took an L. He has never took an L, bro. Never, ever. And that's just not reality, homie. It's okay to lose, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not gonna win in everything. It's okay to be wrong. You know what I mean? Being wrong is not something to be ashamed about, right? Because now you correct and now you actually know the facts and the truth, right? So it only makes you better as a person, right? Because now you're educated on that, right? So you learn from your mistakes, bro. That's how you improve yourself as a person. You learn from the mistakes you make, right? So that's not something to be ashamed about. Being ashamed is if you keep making that fucking mistake and you don't learn from it. Like you keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, and refusing to learn or change your ways. That's when you should be ashamed, right? But not if you make the mistake right and you learn from it and you better yourself. Then how the fuck could anybody call you out, or why should you be ashamed of that? Everybody makes mistakes. There's nothing to be ashamed about, right? But the way these people are raised, right? They're raised to believe that they do no wrong and they can do and say whatever they want, and that just creates a very dysfunctional adult. You know. That's why everything's got to be perfect with that guy. Even with the name he names stuff or how he speaks, you can hear it. You can hear his insecurities when he speaks. This is the greatest bill of all time. Oh, what a beautiful bill. Oh, the best plan. I have the best plan. No other plan has come close. You know what I mean? Like he's gotta hype everything he does. Like, yeah, when I was there, I was in the greatest shape. No other president was in better shape than me. Oh yeah, you're the best shape. Look, the best in shape president, the best looking president, the strongest president. Yeah, you're the president that had the best ideas. You're the president with the best hair. You're the president with the best eye vision. Yeah, you're number one, my boy, at everything you do. Carnal, shit. That's why he's always, when people, critique him, and he can't help but to go on fucking Twitter and, yes, because he's got to be the best at everything, carnal. You know what I mean? That's a person that has that's serious psychological problems, bro. That's some grandiose narcissism if you've ever seen it. Shit, there couldn't be a better example of it. Like, hey, bro, it's okay if you took a nail here and there, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, never happened. I don't even have to think. I know. I'm immune to. I'm immune to errors. See, the thing is, what you don't understand about me is that I was born with that part of the brain removed, so I can't commit errors. Like, oh damn, I didn't know that. Well, now you do. Oh, my bad. I take everything back. So he breaks the law whenever he wants. All great. Oh yeah, bro, look at his money. Normally, the crimes that he has committed, right, other people would have gone to jail. And that doesn't only apply to Trump, right, but to anybody with money, right? As a matter of fact, in one of the in Diddy's case, right, in the trial of P. Diddy's trial, right, his lawyers went and argued that they wanted more time to spend before the trial started to be able to talk to Diddy and and get their all the facts in and stuff like that, right? So they were complaining about the time that they got with Diddy before them having to go to court. So they were asking the judge if they could get more time. The judge said no, right? And the judge said, you know what? Every other people that come through this courtroom get the same amount of time, right, to prepare themselves, right? Diddy already gets more time extra than the normal people, right? Than ordinary people. And now you still want me to give you more time added to that? And that to me is wrong, right? Because why should he get extra time than anybody else, bro? Why is he still getting extra time? Like, you're still in the wrong for giving him extra time. Nah, give him the same as everybody else. Who gives a fuck if he has money? He's got to get treated just like everybody else. But the fact that he said that he still gets special privileges and the lawyers are still mad? The fuck? He shouldn't have gotten any privileges at all. That shit is crazy, bro. Because the law is that nobody's above the law and everybody gets treated the same, right? But come on now. People can't be like, oh, well, you can't expect, they're celebrities, you can't expect them to get treated the same. No, see, that's the thing, though. By law, they're supposed to get treated the same, bro. They don't get special privileges. Or show me where it says they get special privileges. So, no, don't give me that shit, bro. Because then it's like, what the fuck are we really doing here then? up, playa? What's cracking like Johnny Bravo? Hey there, hot mama. What's good, bro? Finished the first week to this program. 9 more weeks left for the summer. All right, I feel you. You got this, though. You got this. Hey, let's get 10 likes. Yeah, if you guys hit the like, I would appreciate that. Wash your language. Shout out my camarada, Feed Me Friday. Hey, what's good, Death Row? Yeah, take the loss and turn it to a win. Yeah, bro. But not that vato. That vato, shit. He makes no errors. He's also the best president with a. Good Trump impression. Yeah, that's how he talks though. Why do people commit suicide each year? Hey, they commit suicide because they gotta be raised. The parents gotta do a better job at raising these kids. Because troubled kids become troubled adults. That's where it starts. It starts in their childhood. How you treat a kid and how you raise a kid will paint his character as an adult. It all starts there. Their confidence, self-esteem, insecurities, it all starts there, bro. So if they're already like that when they're children, they grow up becoming adults who are, have self-esteem issues, who have, depression and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And neglection doesn't have to be, or abuse doesn't have to be just like, let's say, verbal or physical. Even always being at work is a form of neglection, And I'm not saying that you gotta be like, well, how do you expect people to juggle and paying the bills, but also, always being on their kids' lives? And it's like, no one's saying that you gotta be in their kids' life 24/7, but at least 10 or 15 minutes of conversation a day, at least actually showing interest in what they do and what they're doing. At least, showing some type of support in that way, right? Just with small conversations will go a long way, right? But if you feel like, what could a conversation or a few words, how could that make all the difference in the world? Oh, it could make all the difference in the world, bro. And it actually does make all the difference in the world. You get me? Because when people be like, well, the kids don't talk to me, or they refuse to talk to me, they refuse to let. I know, because when they wanted your attention, you used to always tell them that, not right now, busy, go over there, I'm talking to my friend, can't you see that, I'm doing this? What do you want? No, here, go play over there, go over. Every time they wanted your attention, you always shut them down, right? So yeah, eventually they got the hint, bro. Yes, nothing I do is ever important. What everybody else has going on is always more important than what I got going on. Obviously, whatever the fuck ever I'm doing is not important, right? So then they build up the wall. Why even go and ask? They already grow up thinking that, well, you don't want nothing to do with them, right? So they build up that isolation, right? As a teenager now, especially when the hormones start to kick in, that isolation becomes even bigger and worse, right? So then now you're realizing, damn, hey, I never have a conversation with him. Hey, I hardly spend time with him. So then you want to go and chop it up with him and like, hey, what you doing? Hey, you want to, and all of a sudden, nah, I'm going to go hang out with my friends, or, nah, then they don't want to, then you're like, man, what the fuck? Hey, how come they never want to talk to me? How come they never want to chill? Oh, you really don't know? You really don't know? Like, just sit there and think, like, nah, I buy him stuff, I feed him, I put a roof over his head. Like, what? A stranger could do that, my boy. That's not what it is to be a parent, though. Goofball. It's funny how people always think that materialistic things is the answers, right? Like, well, shit, he's getting fed and clothed. What more does he want? Oh, no más. Oh, my bad. I forgot that's what it is to be a parent. Sad, really. Why they spend their time working so hard, to supposedly make these kids happy, or everything I do is for them, right? Let me tell you something. A child doesn't give a fuck if the house that you're living in has only 1 bedroom or 20 bedrooms. Now, if you don't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. And it's sad, really. Or the concept of the rich man being mad at the man, right? Because the poor man is smiling and he's happy, and the rich man doesn't know why the poor man is smiling and happy if he's poor, right? And it's like, wow, it's sad that you really can't see why he's happy. Like, well, how can he be happy? He's poor. Yeah, but he doesn't care though. He has his wife, his kids, bro. He has the things that really matter in his life. He's breathing. He's got his loved ones. So he's happy, bro. Like, how can you not see that, bro? Like, that's crazy. Sad, really. Or like, that's crazy. Rich people commit suicide. Yes, they do, and a lot of them. A lot of them have, drug problems and alcohol problems as well, and a lot of them suffer from depression. Can you imagine that? Why? They have money. They could buy anything in the world. Yeah, I know. And yet, here we are. Look at Diddy. Diddy nonstop on drugs and alcohol. Why? He can buy whatever the fuck he wants. How much pain does he really have? Why is he so unhappy and miserable? Same with Trump. He's so happy. Why is he on fucking Twitter arguing with a bunch of people for? These people are not truly happy, bro. It's a facade. Are you enjoying your Pride Month cupcake? My Pride Month? Why is it my Pride Month? I'm happily married. Why are you upset that people have Pride Months? How does it affect your life in any type of way? They love to make the gay jokes. Well, it's because that's the most laziest form of insults, right? It's childish, obviously, right? Because you know, like, why would anybody care for that kind of stuff? Only children care for that kind of stuff, right? Like if you're a middle schooler. Gay joke. See, now the one from yesterday, that one was good, where he said, "Oh, you're the type of person coined the long way." Now that one was funny. See, that's creative. See, that guy came in with some, like, all right. See, this was funny, but this is lazy. Like, no creativity whatsoever. I mean, if you're gonna troll, at least come creative. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind the trolling, but at least something funny though. No, barely got the minimum. He said, "Please never laugh again." Well, you know that my channel is optional, right? Smile. What is Smile? A movie? You kind of remind me of the potato. Remind me of a potato. Mr. Potato Head, you mean? Or just a potato, I guess. I lost a bet. I have to be. All right. See, that was funny. See, that was good. That was good. That was good, bro. Hey, you're in some points now. You're in some points. That was good. A good comeback. Good comeback. See, there you go, bro. That's all you had to do, my guy. Then I'll proceed to keep making your bed worse. Nah. It was like Taz from the Looney Tunes. I actually think I look like Mr. Potato Head. This ain't even a real mustache. Shit, imagine that would be cool. Put it back on. Why can't it work like that in the real world? Shit, I can't wait to start going actually bald. That way I don't have to fucking keep shaving. Like, when does it happen? God damn it. We've been praying for the longest. I know other people, they would dread that moment, right? But shit, we can't wait for that moment to happen. Shit, actually will save us a lot of time and money. Because I know other people, their hair is like precious to them, right? Like, you know, like losing their hair would be like probably the worst thing possible. It would be like a nightmare, and it's like, really? I see. I can't imagine that, like, that way of, you know, that thought. Right? Like, damn, bro, I can't even wait till that shit starts happening, bro. And you're over here dreading it? That's crazy. Shit, I even be jealous at the homies at work that be going bald already, bro. I'm like, shit, man, I'm waiting for that shit to happen, bro. What the fuck? You know, because it's crazy, like, the ones that grab the hair from the side and comb it over, bro. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Just go bald. Who the fuck are you trying to kid? Or the ones that just have hair on the side and they go to the barber? The barber for what? Go get my hair cut. Interesting. I don't want to know what you're going to get trimmed. Never mind. Where you at? At work, bro. Oh, from the WWE. I forgot all about that vato. You should smoke the pipe and yo, some cars. Like the vatos in downtown Los Angeles? Oh, it's a movie, all right. That's normal over here, though. That's normal behavior to be on the pipa. I have a question. Would you sofa that has cup holders? Should we buy? Well, depending, how much is the difference in price if it has cup holders or if it doesn't? If there's not really that much of a big ass difference in money wise, then with cup holders, right? But if there's a big ass difference in money wise, then without the cup holders, because it really isn't that. It really isn't that much of a necessity, right? Like, I understand that certain stuff comes with certain gadgets, right? But at the same time, the price also has to seem reasonable, right? Like just because they put it in cup holders, they're gonna charge you an extra 2,000. It's like, oh fuck that. Yeah, the potato of the century. I would dread it, bro. I got that. All right, nah. So are my brothers. My brothers are rockers, bro, and they dread that kind of shit. I'm just like, shit. I can't wait, bro. I fucking hate having to shave all the damn time, and I can't stand hair, bro. I fucking hate hair. Like I have an afro as it is right now. You know what I mean? It's like when it's hot and I can feel it, it's uncomfortable. Like I just don't like it. Maybe because I'm just used to being bald, but I can't stand hair. 100 you'd like to visit the state. Maybe New Zealand, right? Oh, what state? Oh, California, right here in Los Angeles. If your girl's gonna leave you because you're bald, then she wasn't worth keeping around to begin with, right? If they're easily gonna leave for something as small as because they're going bald, then clearly this girl doesn't really like you or care for you or love you for who you are, right? But more of how you look. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming your relationship probably isn't as happy, if you're with somebody who's, like that, right? Then I can't imagine that they could be the most pleasant person to be around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.